Hello, my name is Kelly Bluen. I am a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to 15 Minutes of Zen. In these videos, I show you how to make a single tangle using the Zentangle method of drawing. Today I'm using a Micron PN plastic nib pen. I have a graphite pencil for shading and a blending tool called a tortillion. I'm also using a 2" by 2" Zentangle brand tile called the Bijou tile. These tangles can be made on whatever paper you have using whatever writing utensils you have. Okay, this one is called Gotcha. This is another grid pattern, which means we're going to start by making a grid on our paper and filling in 4 sections using the one tangle. Okay, flip this over. I'm going to start by picking up my pencil and putting a dot in each of the 4 corners, and then connecting those dots with a pencil line. This makes a nice little frame for our work. Okay, I'm also going to put a line across the center. So I'm just guessing at where that might be. And then I'm going to put a line vertically down the center as well. When I feel like I have 4 sort of equal squares, I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to ink these in. And ink in the center lines. Okay, so we're going to be doing gotcha, and we're really just going to be making the one tangle 4 separate times. If you're doing this on a larger tile with other tangles, you could do it 1 time. You could do it 2 or 3 times. You could do it in a grid. There's so many options. Okay, we're going to start by making a diagonal line from the top left down to the bottom right. And I'm going to go ahead and continue that all the way down in that section. And I'm going to make one this way. And then each of these actually need that X shape, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off each of those sections. It's so fun how a few simple lines can make such a cool pattern. Okay, now we're going to start up in the upper left-hand corner. I'm going to tip my tile a little bit, and I'm going to start at the point, but I'm going to end up down here and out just a little ways. So I start at the point and I come down. I don't curve that in. I just kind of come straight down. I mean, I curve it, but then when I land here, I kind of want a 90-degree angle. And I'm going to do it another time. And once more. Now I'm in that same square, but I'm going to go to the next section. I'm going to start up in that point, and I'm going to come down. 1, 2, 3. That next little triangle. 1, 2, 3. And my last section, 1, 2, 3. Already it's looking pretty good, and we still have more to add. Okay, so now this is the line that I started with, so I'm going to stay within this triangle for a moment, and I'm going to go up to the opposite corner, and this time I'm going to come down 1, 2, 3, and I'm imagining these lines continuing through to the other side. So it looks like they are tucking down behind that section. I go to that next triangle and I go up to the top right hand corner. I go 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. And one more. Look at how cool that looks. Now I'm going to take my pen and I'm just going to put some ink in those leftover little spaces. Like that. It looks so cool. I don't know how people come up with these tangles. Okay, now in the next box, I'm going to kind of go the opposite way. So I want to start, instead of on this side, I'm going to start on this side. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Always going from that point. And one more. So I'm going to go up to this top little triangle and I'm going to go to the opposite corner. And remember, you're kind of trying to line it up with that line on the opposite side, as if it's going underneath. And one more. Then I'm going to put some ink in those extra little spaces. Look at how cool those look side by side. I love it. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to go back to this side of the line. 1, 2, 3. These little tiles are so nice to work on because we can turn them as we go. I'm going to start up at that top little triangle. There's something calming about counting to 3 in my head over and over again. And then ink in those extra areas. All right, we've got one more section to do. So for this one, I'm going to start on the left-hand side of the line. And just remembering when you get down to that line, you don't want it to curve. All right, to fill that in, I go up to that first triangle. I go to the opposite corner that hasn't been done yet. And then we ink in those extra spaces. That looks amazing. And we're going to add a little bit of shading. This one's a fun one to shade. So I have my graphite pencil. This is just a Zentangle graphite pencil. And I'm going to start with each little section. So I'm going to take this little section here, and where it tucks under another one, I'm going to add a little bit of graphite, and then a little bit of graphite on the other end. And then you can turn your tile. I'm going to stop turning just so I don't make you dizzy. But I go to the next one, and where it tucks under and where it pops out the other side. And then I go to the next one. And then my last one. So essentially you have 4 sections you're working on. So just take them one at a time and do it where it tucks under and where it comes out. And then just make sure when you move it with your blending tool, you're moving it away from that center line. And then just step back for a second and look at that. Look at how cool that looks. Like they're weaving in and out of each other. I go down here to this one. I just pick one section at a time. Shade where it goes under, shade where it comes out. Go to the next one. where it comes under and out. And under and out. I just push that away from that line. Look at this side compared to this side. It looks so cool. Okay, I'm going to go to this one, pick a section where it dips under, where it comes out the other side. Then go to your next section. Make sure you do all 4 of those, which means you should have 8 little spots you need to smooth out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And my last one. Pushing away from that line so it gives that illusion of a shadow. And there we go. Look at how cool that looks. I love this one. As always, initial your work. And on the back, write the date and write a small little 1-sentence journal entry about what is going on in your life. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week.